Recording in progress.
Am I alone on the platform, Honorable Manoniso?
Yes, you are within, ma'am. The meeting has not yet started. I can get 9:58. The message happens.
Your message then, what does it say on the chat?
Oh, keep on this thing, yeah, no taker. Is the meeting over? I'll leave in 1 minute. I said nobody can ignore the chat on my note take.
Oh.
I can't make it in a screen, so I think it just did whatever that it did.
Yeah.
Good morning, ladies.
Morning, Enkos.
Morning, Honorable Kosi.
Yes, bonus standards. Nobabi, ni right, Prof?
Si right. Akuna ngxaki.
Si right. Meeting uyaqala manje.
Okay.
Nonke
No,
no.
I'm ready. I'll be here until 11. It's fine. Thank you.
No. Thank you, Chief Whip. My chairperson.
Good morning, members and officials.
We are fine, Chair, and you?
I like 2 minutes. Colleagues, it's 10 o'clock on the dot. We'll just like to start. Good morning to the honorable members on the platform. Good morning to our officials and all members who are here and staff who are here. Colleagues, let's go straight to it. I'm going to open this meeting officially and welcome everybody on the platform. It's Tuesday, the 25th of March, and we are ready to work and do our parliamentary responsibilities. Secretary, let's go to the apologies. Can you just indicate to us apologies that we have?
Morning, honorable members and colleagues. Chair, I've officially received 2 apologies from Honorable Kher and Honorable Pada. That's all, Chair.
Thank you very much. We also noting the apology of Honorable Noe. Members, with these apologies, can we get a mover and a seconder for the adoption of the apologies? Honorable Nkosi Nonkonyana.
Thank you, Honorable
Nkosi,
Chair.
I see your hand is up.
Chair?
Yes, Honorable Nkosi.
Okay. Good morning, Chair. Good morning, honorable members. Good morning, staff, everyone on the platform. God is good. You are all fine. Thanks. Chair, before I move, I must also indicate that I'm in transit. I'll be leaving at 11, but I'm here until 11. I want to register my apology, therefore, that I may not conclude the meeting. Otherwise, I rise to move for acceptance of those that have apologized, including yours truly, myself. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Any seconder to the move by Honorable Nonkonyana?
Thank you very much, Chair. Honorable
Midupi.
I second the mover for adoption of the apologies.
Thank you very much, Honorable Midupi. Just on a procedure, Mr. Mkize. I just wanted to official on record. We've got a quorum, right?
Yes, we do. We do have a quorum, Chair.
All right. No, thank you very much. Members, thank you very much for the secondment of the apologies and the adoption of the apologies. We'll shoot then straight to point 1, which is the consideration and adoption of the agenda. I also need a mover for the adoption of the agenda, as you see on the screen. Honorable Nonkonyana, I see your hand is also up.
Oh, sorry, Chair. It's historic. It's very legacy hand. But can I beg your pardon? What were you saying, Chair?
We need to
Honorable Chair.
have a mover and a seconder for agenda. Honorable
Oh, for the
Dupi.
agenda, I do move, Chair. I do move.
Thank you so much. Honorable Midupi.
Thank you very much, Chair. I second the
Thank you
adoption
so
of the
much.
agenda.
Very progressive on this Tuesday morning. Honorable members, we are now on point number 2 on the agenda. The agenda has been adopted and has been seconded. The second point is the consideration and adoption of the progress report. You'll remember we had a meeting with Cooperative. Unfortunately, the minister could not join, but we had the deputy minister, Honorable Masemola, and he was also joined by the department led by the 2 DGs, the DG for Traditional Affairs, as well as the DG for Cooperative Governance. And we have now the report. Mr. Secretary, can you flight it? And I believe members have received the documentation. It was sent from the Secretary's office. Can you just fly the report, Mr. Mkize? Mr. Mkize, can you assist us with the flighting of the report?
It's not appearing in the side, Chair.
No. Just flight it, open it as you did with the previous document.
I've done it.
It's not showing. It just shows.
Not showing.
There we go. Can you put it to a slideshow so that we can just see the document? Members, there is the report from the committee. We are on page 1, which speaks about the background. Members will have received the report. We were dealing with the undertakings that were made by the Minister of Cooperative in terms of interventions in Lekwa, as well as Mangaung and the Enoch Ngijima local municipalities. And then those were the referral procedure, how we deal. Remember that ministers or members of the executive will make undertakings in the House, and some of those undertakings will be referred to our committee to process them and get a progress in terms of its implementation. Those are the members who were at the meeting. And those were the officials that joined us.
Chair.
Honorable Nonkonyana, over to you.
I don't know, Chair. Thank you. I don't know. Secretariat and yourself can guide me. Perhaps where you have correctly pointed out that the minister had apologized, perhaps it should be recorded somewhere that he has apologized and we had accepted his apology. I don't know whether it is relevant vis-a-vis our rules.
All right.
Of the House.
All right. Yes, Honorable Nonkonyana, my understanding would be that we are now on the report per se. I think maybe those will reflect in the minutes of the meeting. Just guide us, the Secretary. The honorable
I'm with
member
you on that one, Chair. It's captured on the minutes of not the report.
Yes. So the apology of the minister will reflect on the minutes of the meeting.
Okay, Chair. Thanks.
All right. The first undertaking was the 3 municipalities, Lekwa and Mangaung, as well as Enoch Ngijima in the Eastern Cape. And the department then gave their undertakings. The other undertaking was regarding the MISA. You can move down to 4.2. It was in terms of the MISA programs, how they assist. Those are the undertakings, and then you can go to undertaking number 3. And then there's an executive undertaking number 4.4. That was in terms of the technical tax team from SAPS and DTA in terms of the killings of the traditional leaders and the comprehensive response there. Then we can go to 5. Then the committee was made aware about the provincial initiation coordinating, just stopping there, coordinating committee in terms of initiations, as we know, as part of our cultural life in the country. And then you move to point number 5, where it was the committee observations. Now, after the report by the department, the committee then made some of those observations, which is 5.1. The committee noted the MISA report highlighted slow progress in terms of the financial recovery and service delivery. The 3 municipalities were still qualified with audit outcomes, which indicated that although the councils were functional, there were serious challenges with the administration. There is observation number 5.2. 5.3, the committee members, they raised concern about the effectiveness of the interventions, the lack of consequence management, and the slow progress in addressing municipal challenges. 5.4, the committee also wanted timelines, a lack of timelines for implementing corrective action, the protection of traditional leaders, and the involvement of stakeholders like Contralesa. Let's move on. And this
Honorable
Honorable Seboluchi.
Yes, I've been raising my hand and I'm not sure if you are monitoring on your side, but I want to make an input on observations.
Okay.
One of the things that we have noted is that on their governance report, there was a challenge in terms of political bodies like your chief whips. There was an indication on the report that there's challenges in terms of governance. However, there were indications that their structures within the system of council, they are operational. And I remember vividly so that I asked, how could you say that there are challenges in terms of good governance, yet the report says something else? So I think we need to indicate as well that there was some misalignment in terms of the political governance and as well the structures of the council, because you can't be having saying that you have a challenge on something while on the other side you are saying something else. And I remember that I asked the question to one of the officials to say, what is it that you said when you saw that there's a misalignment in terms of those issues in terms of governance? So I think on the issue of the observation, we need to put it down that sometimes you find that politically within these councils, there's some challenges in terms of their systems where we felt that your chief whips, they are not doing their work properly.
Thank you, Honorable Naniso. I don't know, maybe, are you comfortable with 5.2? Because it touches briefly. So I want to find out from you, do you want us to put a separate bullet or do we strengthen 5.2? Because you'll see 5.2 is a 5.2. No, it's 5. It's 5. There's a point where it speaks about.
Chair?
Honorable Mananiso?
You are correct. Let us find a way of strengthening 5.2.
Yes. So you'll see that 5.2, it speaks about, which indicated that although the councils were functional, there were serious challenges with administrations responsible for the implementation of the point. So Secretariat, maybe just adding in terms of, so that a person can understand it and what the members were saying, as Honorable Mananiso was saying, that you say that political leadership is in place, the council is in place, impact is there, and so forth. But there's challenges within the administration and having to deal with it. So just try to fine tune 5.2 so that it can give expression explicitly as the members were saying. Are you comfortable with that, Mr. Mkhize?
Chair?
No, okay.
Over to you, Honorable Manani.
Yes, I want to assist Mr. Mkhize. Perhaps
Okay.
we need to emphasize that as the committee, we noted the challenges in terms of good governance practice.
Captured, Mr. Mkhize.
Chat, Honorable Mananisa.
Okay, sure.
Thank you very much. And then from the deliberations, members, if you are comfortable, we can move now to the committee recommendations on item number 6. So these were some of the recommendations that were made that the department expect the process of attending to the following interventions. Collaboration with SALGA to strengthen. Honorable Nonkonyan, I see your hand is up.
Chair, after you have completed to finalize your introduction, I'm not interrupting you, sorry. Continue, and then you can recognize me after you.
We've done the recommendations. No, it's fine. And then under 6.1, there's a need to invest more in section 154 of the constitution processes before going to section 139 or before it kicks in. And then the department to report on the progress on an ongoing basis. So we are still going to await that report in terms of what the committee has recommended. Then if you go to 6.2, it says that to ensure the safety of traditional leaders and councillors who had been targets of assassination, the department must ensure the following. The establishment of a commission similar to Moerane, to include a joint briefing with the South African Police of Action from SAPS. So the committee wanted to get that intervention from SAPS. And then under 6.3, that bulletin will say, 6.2, engage with Contralesa to resolve the problems instead of merely reporting on them. And then I think, Mr. Mkhize, it must be 6.3 now, the last recommendation. Not just 6 there. And then 6.2 will say the committee of the 3 months must be set of the above recommendations by providing the NCOP with a progress report in this regard. So it's still an ongoing, because members were not fully satisfied in terms of those interventions and a bit of a report. And I believe now those recommendations are captured there. I will then recognize Honorable Nonkwanyani, and then I will go to Honorable Manani. So in that procedure.
Chair, I think for the first and foremost, I must also thank the Secretariat for the really succinct summary. And on the recommendation, Chair, I don't know. The first point as regards the Likwa, Mangaung, and the Eastern Cape one. Yes, I'm happy about that. But because we correctly stated that there's been some concerns, I wonder whether we cannot expatiate there. I don't have a formulation, but the Secretariat may, that it looked like, because there's been some complaints that there's these interventions, section 154, section 139, and everything else, and you send administrators there, they continue to be in this dire state, which include the municipalities in question. I don't know whether we can't recommend then that the department had a critical evaluation of such administrators, because SALGA has been complaining, even municipalities have been complaining that you put these people and instead of turning the situation around, it worsens. And therefore, some mechanism needed to be found really to address this, because once there is intervention, one would hope that at least things will turn from worse to be better. And that's all I wanted to say there, Chair. Perhaps I don't know whether I must make all my 3 points under recommendation or I pause there under municipalities, because I do have also in respect of others.
Okay, let me give to Honorable Mananiso, then
Okay.
I will put my input. Over to you, Honorable Mananiso.
Thank you, Chairperson. Mine was not too much. It was on bulletin number 2, how you read it. It is correct. Can the secretary just omit kicked as kicks in? Because we are recommending. So how you said it is proper, and how it's written, it's like, you know, saying something else previous. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Mananiso. I think to go back to the point, Secretary, I hope you've noted what Honorable Mananiso was saying under 6.1, bullet number 3, bullet number 2.
Okay.
I must just fix there by kicked in, if it kicks in, just fix there, it's English there. The issue
Okay.
of Honorable Nonkonyan, if I
Yes,
understand it, you will correct me, Nkosi, that when administrators are sent to municipalities as an intervention, the working and the impact that they do, and the work that they bring to the municipality does not really affect change or makes impact. So maybe the department should, are we recommending that maybe the department should review the manner and the process of sending administrators and making sure maybe their KPIs or their direct issues that they must address, and then we can be able to review. I hope I captured to understand too well. Maybe just expatiate more on that, on the item in terms of administrators who are being sent to municipalities and the feeling that Salga has, so that I can understand it properly. Honorable Nonkonyana.
Chair, thank you so much. You did capture me correctly. The KPIs, you see, and then the outcomes of all that must be closely monitored, because there's been some complaints from the municipalities that we send those people at enormous costs, but we don't have the desired outcome sometimes. So the department must closely monitor that to make sure that when there's intervention, we do send capable people there to really turn the situation around. Thank you, Chair. You did capture me correctly.
Thank you very much. So I will propose, Mr. Mkhize, under 6.1, before we go to the department to report on the progress report, maybe just add another bulletin, and it speaks about to municipalities, particularly as it relates to sending administrators to struggling municipalities, so that the department should review, assess, and there must be a kind of an impact so that we can be able to see that if you send an administrator, this is the return on investment or the return on value. So before you go to the department, there must be a bulletin there and the second one, so that we can be able to track the impact of sending administrators to municipalities. Members, Honorable Mananiso?
Yeah, with addition to what you are saying, we must not leave the emphasis of monitoring and evaluation, as said by Honorable Nonkonyan, which I feel it is important, and if not left attended, we seek to be repetitive in terms of the offensive of other officials in our system. So let's put as well monitoring and evaluation.
All right. Thank you, Honorable Member. Secretary, I hope you've got the recording. I know that you've recorded. You will have to add a bulletin there and then just capture what the members have said. Without further ado, members, these will be the recommendations that are contained in the report. Just go to the last screen, Mr. Mkhize. I think those will be our recommendations ending at 6.3, but they are very, very, very succinct, as Honorable Nonkwanyana was saying. And then there is a report of the committee. With those amendments, members would need a mover for the adoption and a seconder for the committee report.
No, Chair. Before that,
Honorable Nonkwanyana, but you.
on the others, I've got two suggestions to make on recommendations. The first one, that is pertaining to traditional policing. It's correct that they're in the Eastern Cape, KZN, whatever. But I think in our recommendations, because their effectiveness of traditional policing in the provinces, particularly in the Eastern Cape, is non-existent. And perhaps should I don't know whether we'll be putting the cart before the horse if we say then that we would appreciate if then the department can actually provide the council, what we want to provide the council with precisely where these traditional policing are there and their effectiveness, because they were launched in the Eastern Cape and nothing has happened. In fact, the police and all those vans have been taken away. I don't know whether I'm putting the cart before the horse there. I'll be guided by the colleagues. And then lastly, because there are two similar issues, the one, it is around the PICC. I think it is public knowledge of the death of initiation. And of course, the very important role that this PICC must play. But there's been a concern about their effectiveness again, vis-a-vis, of course, the budgetary constraints and the program in actually monitoring the initiation, particularly in the Eastern Cape, where it is rife. These are just the two things that I was thinking I must just raise it under recommendations. And if we, as I say, if we feel that no, we need not raise it here, it's fine. I will leave with that one. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Nonkwanyana. I recognize Honorable Seboletu Mananiso and Honorable Billy. But first, let's go to Honorable Mananiso.
No, Chairperson, mine was to adopt the report. I'm not sure if you can give to another member if there's something that they want to say. Thank you.
All right, let's first deal with Honorable Billy and then Honorable Billy.
Thank you, Chairperson. Good morning, Honorable. Can you hear me?
Yes, you are audible, Honorable Billy.
Thank
We can
you.
you can proceed.
No, mine was to second the adoption of the report, but I think also what Honorable Nonkwanyana is raising is important, even though it's not clear how he wants the report to consider, particularly on the issue of the traditional policing concept, which was correctly launched, I think, in 2018 in the Eastern Cape and was followed by the province of KwaZulu-Natal later on. I'm not too sure, Chairperson, how the point raised is to be dealt with in this report. But I think on the side, it is maybe a discussion that needs to happen or be considered. But I want to second the adoption of the report as it is. Thanks.
Okay. Honorable Mananiso.
No, I haven't raised my hand, but I think Bill is seconding the report with all the
Yes.
amendments that were made. Mine
All
was
right.
to actually move for the adoption of this report with all the
Okay.
amendments. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you. Just secretary. Who's on the podium? Honorable Machobeni.
Chair, sorry, honorable members, I have a challenge on my
You can
phone.
proceed, honorable member.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Chair. I have a challenge on my phone. It's freezing. I was trying to
Oh.
raise my hand long time ago, so I'm not disturbing. I was going to say I adopted the report, and also the Honorable Mananiso and Honorable Nkosi, they me well concerning Honorable Mananiso, concerning misalignment, political governance and structures of the council. And also the last point that was made by Honorable Nongonyane, saying that PICC, they must fast track their activeness. On that note, Chair, I adopted the report. I was having a challenge on my phone. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Just to assist the meetings and give guidance, Mr. Mkize, I will propose that we put a bullet there, which will say the committee will need a detailed report, and this might particularly go to the SAPS in terms of the impact of the traditional policing unit. What results have they yielded? What is the impact of their work? And especially also a detailed review report of the impact and the work of the PICC. I think that will be direct and it will guide the problem so that whatever they will present and to us, that report that will come, then we will be able now to gauge it further. So maybe just to put a point there, it still form part of the report, but it will now include, because they did indicate that there will be a meeting, a follow-up meeting with the SAPS. And when the SAPS comes now, they will be speaking directly to the issue of the traditional policing units, as well as the work of the PICC. Members, I hope I've kept it correctly. So once the report is adopted, this will be the information that goes to the department in conjunction with the SAPS, so that when they come and give us another a briefing with the report, these are the items that the members would want to get a reflection on. Am I in line, members, with that intervention?
I support you, Chair. Nonkonyan.
All right. Members, we had a mover, which was Nkosi, seconded by Honorable Mananiso, as well as Honorable Machobeni, to strengthen that move for the adoption of the secondment and the adoption of the report. We've got a set of meetings, minutes that we must go through as part of our agenda. Can we get the minutes reflected there? The first sets of minutes that we have are those of the 26th of November. Mr. Mkize. Members, these are the minutes of...
Okay.
Mr. Mkize, you want to say something?
No, I'm sorted.
Okay. Members, these are the minutes of the 26th of November. We had a meeting. It was on the virtual platform. Those are the members who were there. It was the agenda. Move. And this was the consideration. I did the welcoming. Then we adopted the agenda. We moved. We were considering the adoption of the draft minutes of 19 November. It was straightforward. We were just adopting the minutes there. It was on the virtual platform. And then the meeting was adjourned at 10:25. If there are any amendments to the minutes, I'm going to open the floor, and then we'll need a second, a mover for the adoption of the minutes in a second. Honorable members, if there are no amendments, can you get a seconder? A mover for the adoption of the minutes?
I was not there, Chair. Those that were there must please do us favor.
Please, members, let's move. Inkosi put an apology there.
Thanks very much, Chair. I move for this adoption of the minutes as a true reflection of what transpired.
Thank you very much, honorable member. Can you get a seconder? Can we get a seconder? Honorable members, can we get a seconder to Honorable Midupi?
Even myself, I was not the part of the report.
Honorable Nancy, can you assist us? Honorable Mananiso? Honorable members, Honorable Zulu, over to you.
Yes, Chair. Thank you very much for the opportunity given. I move to second. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We've done the minutes of the 26th of November. Can we move to the next second set of minutes? This was the meeting we had on the 18th of February, where we're dealing with the presentation from the Department of Culture. There's the agenda. These are the members who are present.
Chair.
These are the officials who are present.
Chair.
This was the attendance. Yes, Honorable Nkosi.
Sorry, sir. Chair?
You can proceed. We can hear you.
No, just a minor technicality. The advocate I.M. Nonkonyana is not a member. I know this advocate Inkosi, sometimes they put Inkosi as if it's my name. It's causing confusion. It's either they must just have advocate stroke Inkosi and then add a colon and say M Nonkonyana. That would be proper.
Okay. No, captured honorable member. The I that is not your initial.
Yes.
Mr. Mkize, you'll just have to fix that. Mr. Mkize, I don't see where the apology of the minister there. You will remember the minister had a bereavement he had to attend to. So as a true reflection of the minutes of the meeting, we must just put there was an apology. I don't see the space for apology now.
No, it will be captured accordingly, Chair.
Yes, thank you very much. Then let's proceed.
Honorable Midupi, I also tendered my apology that day because I was attending my medical session.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. Secretary, let's fix that. Honorable Midupi was not present. She's tendered an apology. So which means there at the top, you will, in the status, you will say apology, not present. Okay, let's proceed. And
Chair,
this way, Honorable Nonkonyana.
I raise my hand. Just
Yes,
on
yes.
welcoming and opening, on Honorable Machobeni. It is captured there, but I think it should be added that she is replacing Honorable, what was her name, by the way?
Mcinga.
Yeah, Mcinga, that's it.
Mcinga.
Yeah, she has taken over from Mcinga pursuant to her resignation earlier on. That it will then reflect truly. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much. Secretariat, you've noted the point by Honorable Nkosi that the
Noted.
new member was replacing Honorable Mcinga, who had tendered the resignation. And then those were the adoption of the agenda. And then we had a report from the Deputy Minister who was standing in for the Minister. He was there with his 2 DGs. And we dealt with those undertakings. All right. And then we had deliberations as a committee. And then we went to the closure of the meeting. We had agreed that some of the members will send in some of those detailed clarity-seeking questions. From my recollection, they were all captured now in our report. I don't know if other members did send a specific question that they felt were not answered at the meeting. But without ado, members, those will be our minutes from the meeting of the 18th of February, which was held here at the NCOP building. We will need to have a mover for the adoption of the minutes and a seconder. I see Honorable Sebolechu's hand.
Thank you, Chairperson. I want to move for the adoption of the minutes as presented with amendments by Honorable Nonkonya.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. Honorable Nonkonyana.
I do second, Chair, the motion by Honorable Mananeso.
No, thank you very much, honorable members. Members, we've captured and we've dealt with all the agenda items. I thank you very much for your attendance and participation in this meeting. We have developed a program which we're just needing fine-tuning with the MENCO, and it will be sent to members. But as is standard now, our meetings take place on a Tuesday between 10 and 1 o'clock. This is the time that has been allocated by Parliament. From time to time, we will assess if there are items that really doesn't need us. We'll do the virtual platform, but I know we've agreed that moving forward, all our meetings should be done in person. But if there are outstanding issues that needs a quick intervention, we'll obviously just make those recommendations to the committee that maybe we look at virtual. I'm not a fan of the virtual platform. I'm always wanting us to be in person when we're dealing with our meetings. Members, if there are no other items, Honorable Sibolechwe, I see your hand is up.
Yeah, thank you, Chairperson. I just want to bring it to light that we are told that if the meeting is for minutes, not engagement, we must consider a virtual platform on the basis that we have limitation of venues. So when it's a new engagement and other issues, we would be physical, but for items that we are dealing with like today, we would be a virtual. Thank you.
No, thank you for that input. Thank you. Hence, I propose that we adjourn the meeting and we close. Thank you very much and have a fruitful day further. Thank you.
You too, Chair. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chair. Asbonge.
Thank you, Chair.